I bet.
Yeah, it still didn't work on Twitter.
Yeah, something's going on with Twitter right now. I don't know. We're filming Thursday night, 8:30. So no video. You get to miss our pretty faces.
Unless you're on the tube.
Or if you're on the tube, can't forget the tube.
Never forget the tube.
You know who doesn't forget the tube is Bobo.
Bobo never forgets the tube.
Classic Thule.
Hell yeah. Well, let's kick it off. We're the guys in room 619. This is Leftovers DFS. We're going to talk about divisional round DFS, betting, and other random bullshit that we feel like.
That's accurate.
Cliff notes. Let's go.
That just reminded me. I hope Cliff is fucking out of Arizona. Did you see that tweet about apparently shit hit the fan? Oh, please, somebody tell us what happened there. Please.
Oh, wait, which one?
There was the end of season meeting where Cliff and the GM, Steve Keim, thank you. Classic me move. Apparently, and the owner, shit hit the fan. And, it was, a heated end of the season meeting.
Damn.
And, he's like, this isn't good enough and all this stuff. So
he's right, because that's a good team.
When you have – they're not maximizing Kyler at all. There's no two ways about it. So,
that's
so I'm excited
too.
I'm excited for how that works out. That's a big Kyler stand. Anyway, let's get going. Cliff notes. First off, let's rehash our bet. Dak and Schultz versus Brady and Gronk.
I lost.
It didn't go well for you.
Oh, well, I'll be honest. I think I had it until that really long Dak to Schultz play at the 2-minute drill. I think until that I had it.
I think you did too. But that counts.
It sure does. It all counts, buddy.
So I was grateful for that. That made me a little bit happy. I didn't even need the plus 5.5.
Well, here's the thing about it. Both of those games played out about exactly as I thought. Bucks would roll, and the other one would be a fight, and Niners defense would give them trouble. And I was right, but those 2 rushing touchdowns early for the Bucks, and then the fact that Eagles couldn't even make it remotely competitive till the very end, also cut Brady short of 300, and that's what got me.
Oh yeah. Well, your boy, Mr. Garbage Time, didn't fill his. Weren't you calling him Mr. Competitive Game Time last week?
Yeah, because he made the playoffs, which means he won more games than he lost, which means most of his points came in competitive game times. Thank you.
I don't know about that, but he did make the playoffs. I need to give him that. Better than I thought.
That's just my entire basis behind the argument, is that the team was good this year, so that
it's not a bad leg. It's a good leg to stand on. Last year was
a real argument.
It's a good leg to stand on. He made the playoffs.
Right.
It wasn't like their defense is insane. But anyway, I know you kind of went light DFS this week. I went pretty hard because I've been on a hot streak, and I cashed on Saturday and Sunday, especially my tournament lineup on Sunday because I had Mahomes and Kelsey, and they went ham. They got 70 combined points, just insane. And then Saturday, Josh Allen went crazy. Uzoma, thank you, based Uzoma. And so I had a very good weekend, as well as I hit. So money line, I hit 5 of the first 6, and then I was walking into Arizona, and I hedged hard against Arizona. I had to, luckily. But then also my 6-way prop, I missed the first one because Mixon didn't score. Should have gone Bengals money line. I knew that was safer. But then I hit the next 4 in a row, so I had a great cash out opportunity. And so I was able to get 70% of my cash out on that last one. So I was happy about that. I'm a big team cash out person.
Yeah, I should have cashed out mine from Sunday. It was that 3-legger on Sunday I had, and the last one was Darrell Williams scoring. Fucking Jerick McKinnon.
I don't know how I cashed with him getting negative in my cash lineup, but
not okay.
Dude, that was I was so frustrated watching that game. But yeah, this week they had. Did you see the touchdown prop parlay boost?
No.
It's a touchdown in all 4 games. It has to be a parlay. I'm excited.
Wait, so a touchdown scorer? Oh yeah, I'm all
Mm-hmm.
about that.
Oh yeah, so we'll have to post ours. All right, we'll remember to do that
Okay.
tomorrow. Saturday. All right, so I'm excited for that one. And then other than that, I didn't really have too many takeaways. The games weren't great. Obviously, we both kind of were on the same teams for the most part, winning, and that's pretty much what happened. The only one I was really surprised was Arizona being god awful.
Right. If they were going to lose, I would have thought at least it was, a solid game. Jesus Christ.
That was embarrassing. That was really hard to watch. Kyler looked like he was like drunk out there or something. Like,
yeah, like I'm over here throwing back some beers on a weeknight because I'm going to talk to you about football.
Right.
I'm not throwing beers on a weeknight when I'm trying to, win a game of football.
I don't know, but yeah, that was really, really disappointing. More on that later. Ready to talk some bets?
Hell yeah.
All right. I got my favorite bet, then I'll let you go. I
go
really, really like Titans minus 3.5.
Yeah, that's my first one too.
It's minus 110. It's not a crazy spread. Cincy's interior D line is messed up. I know they got their end back, Hendrickson.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Nailed it.
I know. I was so nervous there. Anywho,
that was like right when you said that and you went Hendrickson and he did the little thing. That was like post the clip of the crowd, like a World Cup crowd, all throwing their beers in the air.
Like, he did. Yeah, like in the bar where they just keep changing the green screen. It's just me going Hendrickson.
Dennis nailed the name.
That was more than 2 syllables. Anywho, their interior D line is kind of depleted for depth right now, and they got Titans are getting Henry back. Whether he plays the whole game or not, we don't know. I just think Titans are going to wreck them. They don't really have the guys to match up with AJB and Julio, and like honestly, I think it's a Titans week. They're off a bye.
Yeah, I think Titans for sure. I've like doubted this team one too many, or more than one too many times, to be honest. Vrabel is a bomb-ass coach.
He really is.
They pull it out every single time they need to. Like, I don't know what else people need to see from this team. You know what I mean?
And like I've been impressed with Titans defense at a lot of points this season. And they've got to be hitting the healthiest they've been since at least like week 5 or 6. So I really like it. I mean, it's scary to bet against Burrow at this point because he's like NBA Jam, on fire.
Hell yeah. No, like, dude, that's Chase.
I think it's Burrow too. Because I mean,
yeah.
That throw to Uzoma, woo! Or that safety just barely missed it. Like it's scary to bet against them, but I'm going to. I think Tennessee has this one. So that's my favorite bet. So that was your favorite too. Do you want to go your second favorite?
Yeah, I like Buffalo team total over 26.5.
I like that a lot. I might like that more than mine.
That's easily my second one. I just think this offense is, they're clicking, they're rolling. Josh Allen looks like he can't be stopped. Chiefs have played good defense, but like they're not out there slamming people shut. So this game has a really high total. So I think 26.5 for a team that's playing damn good offense is totally reasonable.
So we'll talk about the opposite of this later, but I think this is the opposite of another one of these games where I think both offenses are better than both opposing defenses. And I do think that it becomes a shootout. And I do think that Mahomes is going to play well. I think Josh Allen is going to play well. I have Josh Allen over 1.5 passing touchdowns as mine. That was my third favorite. It's minus 165, which isn't great, but I love throwing that into a parlay.
That's scary because
he could run it.
Yeah, and then you're screwed.
Right. So that's why I might like the team total, which isn't crazy. 26.5?
26.5, yep.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
No, no.
That's no problem. That's no problem. Shut up, Shannon
No,
Sharp.
you good.
But anyway, Allen's done that 14 out of 18 games this season, over 1.5 touchdowns. So that's why I really like it in my parlay for this weekend's games. But yeah, I really do like I'm definitely gonna throw some action on that as well. I'll do my second favorite then. I'm gonna go with the Debo to score again, minus 105, because if you ain't going broke, why change what you're doing here? It's right, what he does. Exactly. They clearly want to feature him on offense one way or another. And I have, a really interesting Debo stat for later. Actually, I'll bust it right now.
Don't save it, man.
No, so Debo, I was reading this article by Brent Solak. Really, really interesting, but I'll save a lot of it. The crazy thing is, even though they ran the ball 82% of the time when Debo's in the backfield, their EPA, like expected points average, didn't change. They averaged 3.346 expected points added per play on those plays, where he takes the handoff. And then that's whether he takes the handoff or not, 0.346. And I'll get why these numbers mean something. If they gave the ball to Debo, it was added 0.472. The Packers on a passing play have 0.220 as the best passing offense per dropback. So like he's doubled the added expected points of an Aaron Rodgers pass basically as a runner. That's crazy. I know smaller sample size, obviously, but
okay.
I mean, clearly, even though they know what's coming, they can't stop it.
If people are listening to this on Spotify, first of all, I love you. Second of all, you wouldn't have seen the fact that when Dennis first dropped that stat, I jaw dropped and held my jaw drop for like a long time. Because that shit is bananas. BANANAS.
Because how scared are you when Aaron Rodgers drops back to pass? I shit my pants.
I mean, I'm sure you,
Traumatizing.
Like, I go see a therapist every other week, and what Aaron Rodgers has done to you as a fan, you might need to also do that.
Yeah. But to be double the added expected points, that's crazy. And it's a run play versus a pass. A run play versus a pass.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right.
So Debo is just on a different level right now. Shanny's a mad scientist, and he has they call them the skeleton key, and it's perfect. That's definitely going to be my nickname for him going forward. But yeah, I just like Debo to score. It's -1. I wrote -110. I think it's -105, but regardless, it's basically even money. So I'm a huge fan of that one.
Okay, my last one is the Lizard Man, Alan Lazard, over 39.5 yards.
I like that.
I just made side note, once you said your boy is what made me think of it. I made like a really ballsy trade for him.
Really ballsy.
Like really ballsy.
Uncharacteristically, in my opinion.
Right. Okay, so here's my thing on that. I've always really liked him because one, Jaguars signed him as an undrafted free agent, and in training camp his rookie year, he was like a Jags Twitter darling, and he got put on the practice squad.
Big.
Yeah. Yes. And he
really big.
Everybody loved him. He looked good in preseason. He got good reports out of camp, like good, from the beat reporters. The fans liked him. Blah blah blah. And obviously the team is stupid and never brought him up, and he got snatched. So like I've always kind of just liked him for that reason. And honestly, man, the last month of the season,
he was killing it.
I test Warrior. Like Rodgers trusts him, and that alone is huge. Like when you earn the trust of Rodgers, like if he's not looking to Adams, where's he looking second now? It's Lazard. It 100% is Lazard now.
I agree. No, he's been really good the last like 4 or 5 weeks of the season, getting like double digit, fantasy points every time.
Right.
And
he's
like
scoring.
You said, we just said they're the most dangerous passing team in the league last year. And I think it's the last 2 years.
and he's like making good ass plays too. So, anyways,
he's their biggest red zone threat. I mean, he's 6'5".
Right.
He's a converted tight end. I'm pretty sure he's very big.
Other reason Jags Twitter loved him was because it was right after A-Rob walked, and they were like, "We don't have any size."
Mm-hmm.
And so, I made a trade for him because I think Rodgers is going to come back, and even if he doesn't, I bet you Adams leaves. So then, all of a sudden, boom. I like Lazard. All of that to say, my guy's getting 40 yards. That's it.
Yeah. Well, and time will tell all. But I was just surprised that you gave up your 23-second when you are a rebuilding team, likely to be 2-1 next year.
Yes.
So, but like you said, you're buying low in your opinion. You think his role is going to change in a year from now. We might be saying, Allen Lazard, top 25 wide receiver, and then you got him for that.
I'm just like learning to just like trust my gut in Dynasty, especially, and just like going for dudes who like really pop on the screen to me.
Yeah, especially I can feel you. I feel pretty confident with my draft process in a lot of ways. So I can trust yourself at the end of the day.
I'm a little bit the opposite. I'm not as confident in my scouting. I am a lot more confident in watching Red Zone, in watching NFL, and finding guys I like who can grow. So I'm starting to find, like, me personally, the hybrid approach of like I've got a lot of capital in both leagues. I'm just starting to use it to. I'm saving some to draft, but I'm also just going to go ahead and use some of it to find guys who are in the league now.
Yeah, no, it's 100%. It's draft pick trading season because now is when people want picks, and so if you see somebody that you like, that you think you can, you're higher than the rest of the people, go for it. Because
Calvin Ridley.
Because people would have mocked you like crazy if you were trying to acquire Cooper Kupp last year.
Right.
Like everybody had Robert Woods higher than him. Everybody. And, all you would be doing now is laughing in your face. Same thing with Debo versus Ayuk. I got lucky. I didn't trade him away, to be honest. I was not expecting this. And now he's like, the best, one of my favorite players to watch in the league. So I agree with you.
He's electric. I love him.
Oh, he's the best. You got another bet or are you good? No,
those are my three.
My last one, because I don't think we had a bet from either one. It was the Bucs-Rams game, right?
Yeah.
I like the under 48.5, and it's the opposite of the Bills-Chiefs, where I think the two best units are the defenses. And I think this is like a 20-13, 20-16 kind of game.
I agree.
Where I don't think they're dropping 49 points. So if I miss on Titans, which I don't think I will, but that'll be my quick pivot, and I'll bet on another parlay with the other three teams.
I like it.
All right.
I think you're right on that one.
Yeah, I hate that.
That's just going to be a hard-fought game. It's just two good teams, Like,
yeah, Bucs O-line beat up. Sucks.
Yeah.
But anyway, so DFS, there's only 4 games, so we don't really want to do like cash versus, tournament, because it's likely we just have our core players that will be in every single lineup. Right.
Right. How many did you write down?
I got 3. I could have gone more.
I have 5.
I'll let you. All right, you go first then.
Cam Akers.
He's not on my list.
Last weekend watching the Rams game, Michelle was fine, but like they brought Akers in a lot, and he was looking good, making plays, and they just kept bringing him in. They were feeding him. They're clearly very comfortable ramping him back up, and he's looking solid. So he's 5'5", like that's cheap. And there's a lot of good receivers out there this week. So I'm doing him and Singletary. Because once again, Singletary is still 5'9", and they're feeding him, and he's scoring.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, I like that call.
2 running backs for sure.
I think, like you, I'm going to be going to the bargain bin at running back. And so I could see me having a lineup with Cam Akers because you're right. He did look good. I kind of avoided that game just because I think it is going to be low scoring. But for 5-5, he doesn't even have to score to make that value.
Right, and then in a short slate and a playoff week, we're not looking for 3 times value. Like your cash lines are going to be lower.
Right, you're looking for the best players available. Really.
Right.
Well, I feel like my first pick is going to be kind of obvious. He's my boy. We already talked about him, and it's Debo for 7,600 because
he's in mine.
He's still a stud, and I think that they're going to run the ball all over the Packers.
I was saying they're clearly here to feature him.
And I was reading, like I said, I've been reading a little bit about the Niners because I'm very bullish on them.
Read?
Yeah, I read books all the time, bro.
Oh, wow. Cool.
How many books you read this year? How many books you read this year? Huh?
Green.
Oh, you could probably trounce me in books, right? Because you read children's books for your toddler.
That's true, if that counts.
Right.
I also dabble in audiobooks since I drive a lot.
I count that. Listening to a book is reading a book, in my opinion.
I actually just started one that's really, really good. Stephen King book. I like a lot of his books.
Yeah. But anywho, I just wanted to be bro that bragged about books. Try to get that Venn diagram closed of somebody who does that, right? I just really think that he's gonna go off. And Jimmy G, he doesn't attack outside. That's not where he's good. He attacks over the middle. And Shanny has found a way to utilize
quick intermediate.
And really, the way they get to the perimeter is, shout out Mina Kine's podcast, is with Devo on outside zone. And so, I think you're good either way because those are the 2 ways that Devo eats. He eats over the middle where his quickness can take advantage of it, and he's hard as hell to tackle. And then he has crazy vision. He is just a natural instinct as a runner. It's just special to watch him.
Everything.
You have to watch him.
Perfect word.
Right. You just have to watch him. That's the only way you understand because his metrics aren't insane.
Right.
All right. Why don't you go again? Because I'm pretty sure we got at least one carryover, and then I got somebody different.
I have, once again, Lizard Man, but I already talked about him. He's only 4.4, and you need some salary relief this week.
You do.
And to pay up for Debo, you're probably going to have to fade Adams, which is the easy pivot to Lazard. But Dawson Knox, 4.9.
I hate that we're not on video.
He's on a heater, man. Allen loves him. He's really good. He's just a good ass football player.
He's just big and athletic. So, he's big and athletic, man.
Give me Dawson Knox.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's just so much talent on that Bills team, and the way Allen's playing, you could play any Bill and all of a sudden look like a freaking genius.
And then my last one is AJB.
There's the carryover.
Yeah. We knew it was coming.
Right. I knew you would be on him. He's too cheap.
He is, yes. That's it. This is an alpha receiver, and he's 6'2". That's it.
If we could go on a mini dynasty tangent, buy AJB if the owner is somehow willing to get rid of him. Yes. I would never. I own him in one league, and I roster him in one league, and I'm not selling him. But
in the league you don't, I made an attempt, and I have 101, and he wants that as part of it, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm out.
It's just he might be expensive, but if you can find some way, I would acquire because I think his stock is on the rise. It's always just about health with him and whatever. He's probably the healthiest he's been in a really long time with this bye week. He's only 6'2". I think Tennessee moves the ball again. Tannehill is another quarterback that likes to go over the middle. Like that's where Cincinnati can be kind of exposed. They're kind of good on the boundary over the middle.
Especially if they get the running game.
Exactly. Play action. Plus it's just a narrative thing for me. Like I feel like AJ Brown is one of those players that like ain't nobody's trying to tackle him. Like that's not a fun day at the work office. And I think in a playoff mode, I feel like he's even more so like ready to just curb stomp you. You know what I mean? Like I'm excited for this. I think it takes a special kind of talent to go after AJB, and I don't think Cincinnati's ready for that fight.
I was saying I don't think they have that.
Like you got to have dog in you to go after AJB, which is if you listen to us this offseason, you'll hear me say like that's one of my favorite traits is just the dog in you. Where like no, I'm not taking one extra yard. I'm getting 3. You know what I mean?
Ran a side tangent again that you made me think of. Jags rookie cornerback Tyson Campbell, 2nd rounder from Georgia. Preseason, I remember texting you, this guy's a dog. And it was that exact reason. And that he had early struggles. But his game clicked about halfway through. And you could tell. And like, dude, that last game of the season, there was a toss play in the red zone to Taylor. Taylor went to give him the stiff arm, and he swiped that arm out of there and just forced him straight out of bounds. And I was like, even the commentators were like, people don't do that to him.
You don't. And like, as much as like you want to like analyze like, oh, what's the release? Oh, what's their technique? Oh, what's their scheme? End of the day, this is a physical ass game. Yeah. And if you can out physical somebody, like that's something. It may not show up on the box score, but when you watch, you can fucking tell.
Or in some sort of metric or, whatever.
Like physicality is absolutely like, it's like, not that we're hands in the dirt guys, but like it is what it is. Like
it is a thing.
It's a physical game. My last one on QB. I don't know where you're going at QB, but I'm going Josh Allen.
If I can afford it, yes.
So he's someone I'm prioritizing. Like he's going to be I'll make some GPP lineups where he's not my QB, but he's going to be predominantly my guy.
He has the best combination of floor and ceiling.
He's just gone Super Saiyan. Like I don't know if anyone's more confident than him right now.
No.
Like confidence. And then I think he's in a very good scheme. And then he has among the greatest talent we've ever seen at the position. And I don't think I'm being crazy when I say that. Like, it's just a very special combination right now. And I'm hitching. They were my preseason Super Bowl pick. Part of the reason why is because I thought like they've been like, like those NBA teams where like they get to the playoffs. Then they lose a heartbreak, even though they look good. And then they're like, all right, like, we're going this year. This is our year.
We got this shit.
Right. Like, and so that was just kind of my feeling all year with them. And I know they've been up and down, and I wish Trey White was playing because he's so fucking good. But I think Josh Allen's going to make it happen. And he's 7'6", and like I said, he's gotten over 22 points the last 6 games. Just like last week, he does well versus good teams. Like, I just think he's going to make it happen.
Yeah. Sorry. Old man yawns. 9:01 p.m.
Hashtag dad life.
Yeah. He was my first, like when I first looked at the slate, like Josh Allen, boom. And then I was trying to figure out pricing and stuff. So we'll see where we end up there. But I think he's easily the number one play. Like,
if you can get him.
Take away price, he's the guy.
Alrighty. So we're in agreement there. We'll probably come up with a consensus, maybe top 3 between our picks or of like just lineup locks maybe by Saturday. And then we'll be sure to post, our prop bets that we're rolling with and everything. So please make sure you follow our account. We're here to, make you money, make you better.
And make some fancy graphics.
Right. Oh, God, we love the fancy graphics. Right. Twitter at the guys in 619. Hopefully Twitter gets its shit together. Normally does. We're big Twitter stands, so
Just
we got their back.
put it in a bag. I don't care.
We got
Just get it together.
Get all your shit together. Grab all your shit, put it in a bag, and just get it together.
You
Get your shit together.
take it to Shit Museum for all I care.
God damn.
Just get it together.
Get it together. All right. Let's get to cooking. Let's hit the people what they really came for, our goofy favorite parts of the week. We're starting with Andy Reid. We're starting with Andy Reid. That man is always cooking. Love him to death. Andy Reid asked if the Chiefs have the same championship hunger. If you have a piece of chocolate cake and you see another dangling in front of you, you're going to want it. That's how you feel about the Super Bowl. It's the ultimate chocolate cake.
Hell yes.
I wish he was my uncle. Like,
Can't argue.
I love that man.
Yeah.
I love that man. I just want to hear other food analogies he has. Like,
yes.
what is, getting married like? Is that like the perfect ribeye steak? Like,
yeah.
It's the meal you can have forever. Like, exactly. Everything about
what's a walk through practice on a Saturday morning? It's just it's just a nice eggs Benedict.
Nothing crazy, just exactly what you need to get going. Start your morning. A good cup of coffee. So yeah, he's the best. Everything about Andy Reid never change. All right, so our next cooking is our boy, who we don't talk about nearly as much anymore, and it's Luka.
No, we sure don't.
Luka is the Guan of Guans. We love him. So there's been 80 triple doubles in Maverick basketball history. Luka has 40. So I'm going to challenge you. Word problem. How much does everyone else have? If he has 40 and everyone else and the whole team is 80.
40? What? No, hold on. At least 40.
I mean, that's just wild, man. How do you have as much as everybody else that's ever played on the with a Mavericks uniform?
Yeah, that's bananas.
Like, that's so many games that he's just like, yeah, I got this.
Yeah.
I'm equal to you.
No problem.
I don't do NBA DFS because that's a game that I'm not good enough for.
No.
But I saw he's killing it. He's dropping like 60 points, 4 out of the last 6, something like that.
Damn.
It's just
NBA DFS is too hard because you have to be so in tune with like all the injury news and like late locks and like injury swaps, and dude, it's too much.
I don't know how you keep up to that, because like at least like NFL, there's like one day that you have to like really pay attention. Like,
right.
NBA, that's a grind.
And you get like, at least with NFL, like inactives are an hour and a half. Like you get an hour and a half before the game. That's when you're supposed to announce them. NBA is just like free for all, man.
So I don't. Props to all you DFS NBA people. You deserve it. I hope you get the sleep you need, because I don't know how you do. Our last cooking is, we already mentioned him. He's playing like Superman. He's Goku going Super Saiyan. It's Josh Allen. On top of going for, let me check the notes, 42 points last week in DFS. He says that he was trying to throw the ball away in that first touchdown throw to Dawson Knox.
I love this.
Insane play.
Yeah.
He got up, started walking to the huddle after the play with no idea what happened. Said he couldn't figure out why people were celebrating and had to keep asking about the play. This is a quote. It took about 4 minutes for them to finally put it on the screen after we kicked the PAT, where I was like, holy crap, I did not mean for that to happen.
At least he's honest. I mean,
when you're that good, why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bonus points for the honesty and self-awareness.
Right. You could be like, yeah, I'd rather be lucky than good, when like you're good all the time.
Yeah.
I just love that. He's just killing life. and I couldn't have been more wrong on him. So I'm just I had to commiserate. I have to prop up all of his successes because
It's
I was such a hater. It was bad. Low key, he was bad. I'm just saying.
I don't think that's low key. He fucking sucked.
I mean, there's if you look for it, there's montage clips of him horrendously overthrowing
so
players.
Bad.
Like I'm talking like Mitch Trubisky would be like, "Oh, that sucks."
Yeah, like Mitch Trubisky would be like, "I'm on the bench behind this guy."
Just saying.
No, I don't think you have to like hide behind that take at all.
All right. I do think it's a little bit booking because he's so good. But anyway, speaking of more booking, we already mentioned this fuckface. Probably too far. Probably too far. That's my Kyler love. Don't take it personally. It's Cliff Kinsbury. He is
bad.
Absolutely booking. So let's run down his seasons as a head coach and how they ended up. Because typically the end of the season, some would say, many are saying the end of the season, most important part? Maybe?
You kind of want to play your best then, yeah.
You typically want to be playing your best football. Yeah, I would agree with you. I've heard that cliche.
Yeah.
All right, so he was at Texas Tech for a while. 2013, lost 5 of his last 6. 14, lost 4 of 6.
Oof.
15, lost 4 of his last 6 again.
Oof.
16, lost 6 of his last 8.
Oh.
17, did it again, lost 6 of his last 8. 18, lost 5 of his last 5.
Jesus.
Somehow, on that just overwhelming success, he failed upwards. I mean, he got promoted to NFL head coach where he got gifted Kyler Murray. Lost 7 of his last 9 in 2019.
Oh, well, fair. That's like the excusable one, but it's still real bad.
Right, because it was they were the number 1 pick. That's fair.
Yeah.
2020, many people had them as surprise playoff team, right?
Right.
Lost 5 of their last 7 to miss the playoffs.
Real bad.
This year, they were 7-0, 8-0, something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
At many points in the season, they were the number 1 power ranking team. Many destroyed they lost 5 of their last 6. Now, their 1 win was against the Cowboys, which was awesome. But, were the Cowboys really that good?
Oh.
People are asking, right?
Dude, going
every year he loses at least 2/3 of his last games. It's like
horrible.
How do you see success happening?
Yeah.
I guess you can always go to injuries, but I feel like there's a common denominator here. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And I know you kind of were right about this when you said everyone sold the role about my boy Rondale Moore. He started the year, and I felt like they had a plan for him. They were featuring him. They got him the ball in space. I feel like they never changed, and defenses adjusted. And I feel like that's just who Cliff is. He's got a plan, and he's going to ride that plan until the wheels, fall off. And they seem to fall off about 2/3 through the season.
That's one of my biggest gripe as a Jags fan, because what Jaguars fans have seen is exactly that. Is this is what we do, and this is how you win football games, and we're going to play this defense because this is what we do. And it sucks. I feel like as a coach, your number 1 game day quality is flexibility and reacting to what
100%.
To what's happening. So
a little bit before our show, I was watching shout out the FF Dynasty podcast, and they were doing a draft profile on my boy Garrett Wilson. And one of the things they took a lot of time to talk about Ryan Day, because Ryan Day isn't a force it to one player kind of coach. He's been in a lot of different systems, and he's quoted saying in college football, your talent is always rotating. And so we're going to recruit the best players we can, and then we're going to fit our offense around it. We still have our principles or whatever, but we got to adapt it to whoever we got in front of us because those are the people we got to go to war with or whatever. And it's like, yeah, that's what good coaches do. You have to adapt to what you got because if you're trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, you're going to look like a doofus.
Yes.
And I'm not calling Cliff Kinsbury a doofus, but.
Well, he's a doofus. That's fine. You can do it.
I already called him a fuckface. I felt like that was
that's
too far.
fair. We'll hold back on doofus, I guess.
That's too far. That's too far. All right. I feel like that's enough time on him. The next one is the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, man, do people love to laugh at them.
Yeah.
I don't particularly hate the Cowboys. Do you hate the Cowboys?
No.
I don't hate them.
I
don't like them. I'm here for the lulls.
Right. I hate that they're on national games, half the season.
Yeah, they always had that late afternoon game on Fox. It's annoying.
Not even that, but fucking Sunday night football.
Sunday night. Yeah, Giant Sunday night can go retire in peace until both those teams make the playoffs. Just saying. NFC East can blow me.
NFC East primetime games over them.
Right. All right, so playoff wins the last 25 years. This is a little selective fun stats. Jake Delhomme has 5. I can't remember the last time he was in the NFL. Trent Dilfer, 5.
Oof.
I mean, he's like past his prime as like a TV analyst. Like we're talking like different jobs of past your prime. All right. Mark Sanchez, aka Butt Fumble, he has 4.
Past his prime as a TV salesman.
I mean, damn. Brad Johnson, whose kid is in college right now, he has.
God damn it.
He has 4. Colin Kaepernick, famously blackballed from the league, he has 4. And then you have the Dallas Cowboys with 3 in the last 25 years. I got nothing.
Blake Bortles has 2. That's amazing.
I don't know. Good luck.
But you remember that time with Michael Irving?
The triplets.
Yeah.
America's team, baby.
We got the star because we were forced to watch them.
Low-key, though, I desperately want to go to a game in Jerry World.
Oh, for sure, but it's
right?
Has nothing to do with them.
No, the Cowboys don't even have to be playing. I would see anybody. I'd see anybody in that game. Speaking of just anybody in a game, we got the Kenny Gallaudet, we got the Jonus, and it's not great because we like Jonnu. Gallaudet has screwed me in fantasy. He's done. But anyway, so basically this is more like maybe Giants and Patriots on booking. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So Kenny Gallaudet, he has a $72 million contract. Johnny Smith has a $50 million contract. They had 37 touches each in 2021.
Oof.
I'm just letting you know that's like $500K a touch for Kenny. Not great. That's less than Kyle Juszczyk. He plays fullback. Corey Clement, I mean, that's like fourth string.
Yeah, so he's like a third or fourth stringer.
Le'Veon Bell, he wasn't even playing most of the year. He's
been on like 3 teams this year.
He wasn't even playing most of this year. Like, they all had more touches than them. Like, what are we doing here? I'm used to the Bears throwing away money in free agency, but this is sad.
R.I.P. Jonnu, because like he could be good.
Yeah, but he's stuck with Mac.
Yeah, who would you take as your franchise QB? Mac or Hurts?
Mac just makes you yawn. Just thinking of Mac makes you yawn.
I
was laughing real fast. I was laughing at a little news blurb I saw that there were concerns about Mac Jones's arm strength. Who could have saw that coming? Not me. I mean, damn, I can't believe he went 5th out of 4 other dudes that have elite talents. I can't believe it. It's just wild to me that they're concerned about his arm strength. I mean, who would have had that concern? Anywho, God damn it. Don't make me pick between those two.
Because you know it hurts.
It hurts. Because at least he can run. I mean, if you give Mac Jones an all-pro team, he'll do fine. But if you give Mac Jones an average team, he'll do crap. Like, at least Hurts, if you got an average team, he can run the ball a little bit and make shit happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Mac is 100% a function of his environment. He's Kirk Cousins, and maybe if he gets absolutely elite at pre-snap coverage and absolutely elite at post-snap coverage, he could be someone that you can count on.
Like Blake Bortles.
He doesn't have the arm talent. He's not mobile. And so it's all on that, him being Tom Brady good at pre and post snap.
Like Blake Bortles.
Let's see it happen. Bortles could run.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, being Brady-like pre and post snap, just like Blake Bortles.
Oh, yeah.
Everything you're mentioning you want, Blake Bortles.
Venn diagram. Bortles and Brady, they're always in the same category.
It's just Bortles chilling at the beach bar drinking a Bud Light. That's the Venn diagram.
I mean, damn. Why wouldn't it be?
Your perfect QB. I hope that he signs back with the Jags as their backup someday behind Trevor.
He's the boat.
Because he would love it, first of all, because he loved Jacksonville. He was very known. He lived in Jacksonville Beach, I think. And he was at the bars in Jacksonville Beach quite often, hanging with the ladies and drinking Bud Lights. So you're telling me he could make a couple mil to go live there again and not play?
Plus, like, heaven forbid Larry gets hurt. Like, he's absolutely the quarterback that can fuck around and keep you 500 for a couple games.
Oh, and he would be 100% welcomed back by the fan base because we still love him, because we love Blake the dude. He's
an awesome dude, right?
We loved Blake the competitor. Like, we loved everything about him. He just stinks. But you're right.
If you don't like Bortles, then you don't like fun. Like, you're just a mean-spirited person. Or you drafted him early in fantasy, and then I can respect that.
Bring Blake back as the backup. Let's go.
All righty. He's a Guan. Speaking of Guans, the number one Guan not to bet against, according to Zach Schultz, it's Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Like, kiss the rings. We're talking a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Side tangent. I'm a little disappointed that's Man in the Arena finale. It's been like week after week, and I know most people aren't into it, but I've been into it. I think it's interesting. And then all of a sudden, the finale, which is like going to be the best episode because it's every episode's a Super Bowl run, and so it's their last Super Bowl run. Him leaving Belichick, going to Tampa, all this bullcrap, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to come out to likely in the spring.
Oh, boo!
It was supposed to come out Tuesday. This is bullcrap.
Not okay.
I don't like that part. Anyway, moving on. So you want to take a guess who's first in playoff wins as a QB? Should be pretty clear.
Tim Brody.
Oh, so close. Tim Brady with an A. So close, Zach. You almost got it.
Tim.
I think that's his dad's name. I might be wrong.
I said Tim Brody and you said Tim Brady.
Yeah, you got me there. I was focused on the last name. Well, shit.
Classic.
Well, shit. Alrighty. Let's go with TB12 for me.
All right. You can't screw that one up.
Then we're both right. All right. So he has the most playoff wins at 35, which is a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. More context on that later. You want to take a guess who's second? It's also pretty obvious.
Blake Bortles.
Not that obvious.
Who is it?
Come on. Think all-time like winning quarterback.
It is Trevor Lawrence.
God damn it, Zach. Will you please play my game?
No.
One time. God damn it. It's Joe Montana. You buffoon! Of course
a jackal.
Of course it's it's a jackal. You son of a bitch.
How
Of
many
course
times-
it's
Shout out to you doing trivia night and texting us in our group chat, and how many times I would just put, it's a jackal.
super helpful, bro. Super helpful. Because there's not a time limit or anything. Anywho, so I'll finish this ISO Dennis. Montana had 16 playoff wins. 16 is quite a bit less than 35. Yeah. Like, god damn. Like, everyone puts like, oh, Joe Montana, all-time winner, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
He had 16 of them. Brady, 35.
He's going to end with at least 40.
I'm pretty sure if he makes the Super Bowl, he's going to have more playoff wins than any other team. The reason why is because the Patriots have the most, because of Tom Brady.
That's just fucking nuts, man.
If that's not the Guanis thing of Guans, and we're not QB stat, like QB win guys, like there's a lot that goes into a QB win. But at the end of the day, a common denominator of that is just,
I'll say when it's that deep, like
something's working.
Yeah.
So that's all I got. Don't bet against Tom Brady until you see it happen, and you'll probably make money.
Yeah. So Bucks money line. Stamp it.